Switch Theory Podcast. It's your humble host, Shotty Binks.
And the baddest bitch, Randy Cash.
Joined along with, as always, the baddest, aka that girl.
That bitch.
That girl.
Period. So,
I'm sipping on something.
yeah, because
I just made a little.
He been acting funny about drinking.
Yeah, I've been trying to ease up on it. I think I did the last two shows because I did water one, and I did orange juice on another one.
But the day you did water, we drank before that.
Did we?
Yeah.
No, because I was going to a party afterwards.
And we drank. I made you a drink first.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right,
and
so
then you
it
said,
was-
no.
It probably wasn't.
And the famous words of Rashad, I'm not doing
I
that.
ain't doing all that.
I'm not doing all that.
I ain't doing all that.
Period.
So,
So now I said,
cheers to Switch Theory. Good, actually, cheers, boom.
But you know, the funny thing about it is, I feel like every time we have a drink together, the stories get crazy.
It gets crazy, but I feel like I'm gonna have to keep you.
Only God could do that. Only
I'm gonna
God
do it.
could
I'm gonna
do
do
that,
it.
baby.
I'm gonna do it. So today we wanted to do a couple of
Conversations.
in which you said you had a question for me,
I did have a question for you.
and then afterwards we will go into a story that correlates.
Maybe.
Oh, all right. What's the question?
What is one of your craziest stories that you have? Like maybe not most trifling, but like crazy, like I should have never did that. Like
And the thing is, I have a really bad memory.
You do have a bad memory.
I have a horrible memory. But when you say that, I think of back in the day when I was messing around with the dude who used to come to the door with the towel. Mm-hmm. You remember him? Mm-hmm. I think that was a bad decision.
But
I
this,
think-
the dude that come in, we know who that, like we know that person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I
Why was that a
think
bad decision?
there was a lot that came with it.
Like what?
You didn't tell me to tell the story.
Well, I'm gonna know a little
you,
something.
you just said,
Can I get a little
you just
snippet?
said-
Because
I think it was a bad decision in terms of the person that I was dating at the time, and going over there is not a good decision when I was dating someone at the time,
you made that bad decision multiple
and
times.
and the person found out about it.
Who was you dating? Chocolate?
Who else was I dating?
Chocolate?
Yeah, chocolate.
You know that's what Asia calls him.
I know that's why I said chocolate. Yeah.
She was
But
like, "How's chocolate doing?"
Yo, I also think about more recently the green dude. That was just stupid. That was
But
dumb.
none of that was really trifling. Like I feel like
I don't think I'm a trifling person.
I am.
I think that when it comes, I don't think you're trifling. I think that you are overly friendly.
And I made bad
I
decisions
think
when
that
it comes
I think because of your friendliness, you
to men. I gotta
don't.
move word into.
Yeah, you don't know how to like put the pause on things
Yeah, I don't.
until you're ready to put your pause on things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm more likely to beat you up than
Yeah,
to like
yeah, I think-
stop you from doing some shit. I
Yeah.
don't
So
wanna
so to say you're a trifling person, I don't think you're a trifling person. I think you're actually less trifling
do. The most.
than most. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you a trifling story then. On today's episode of Randy's Gay Street. Okay.
Let's get it.
All right. Picture it. You were there, just not physically. Mm-hmm. You was on the phone. I probably told you all of this. In like 2009, 2010, it might have been 2010. I was working out crazy. I'm always working out crazy, but I think like now that I'm older, I got a better like. I'm more disciplined. Like I know how to like gain weight, lose weight. Back then, I was just like trying to get skinny. So I had got real skinny working out. Like probably went from like right now I'm like maybe like 210, 215. I was like 150. So I was incy wincy.
But you was a twink.
I was a twink. I was a
Yeah.
twink. You know, I was a twink for a long time. So, I'm going to the gym all the time, and I'm hanging out with my homegirl. We would go to the gym together, and after the gym, homeboy would hit her up. One of her friends, I knew him, but he was her friend. He would hit her up and be like, "What y'all do? What you doing?" And she'd be like, "Oh, I'm here. We're Randy. We just left the gym." He would come. He would smoke with us, whatever. After a certain point, he stopped coming to hang out with her and me, and would just hit me up directly to hang out with me. So I'm like, all right. At first, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, why you want to hang out with me? Because, back in the day, everybody was like not saying they was gay. Like, there was a lot of people that was just not saying they was gay. They was just literally just like, you would hear whispers. The whispers would be around town, but they would never admit it.
Yeah.
So he was hanging out with me, and I'm like, he always hanging out with me alone, bringing me Four Locos. You remember Four Locos used to be lit? And I was like drinking so many Four Locos. I was drinking like 2 Four Locos at a time. He would bring me Four Locos. He would smoke me up. We would just be sitting there like chilling, chatting. And I showed him a picture of him. He said he's not cute. But when I was talking to him, baby, I thought he was so fine. And like, we wasn't even talking like that. Mind you, also trifling because I did have a boyfriend at the time. This is why I say I be trifling. Like in situations.
Yeah, but we were also young.
We were young. I was probably like 21, 22. So I'm like talking. He would like come over, smoke me up, bring me Four Locos, whatever. Talk or like call me on the phone. We on the phone for a long time. The only man I talk on the phone to for a long time is this man. Actually, no, I have a couple of friends. It's him, my friend Devel, my friend Akeem. I could talk to them all the time.
How'd it go from me to 12 niggas? Continue.
I'm talking about over the years. Like, those are the 3 people that I always, like, the guys that I talk to. Because all of y'all are my friends, like, for real. But he would call me and he would be, like, talking to me. Like, he would be talking to me about his issues. Like, something happened. Like, he just always talking to me. I'm like, whatever. So, boom. Fast forward. It's the Super Bowl. Right? I'm at a Super Bowl party. I'm not watching Super Bowl. I'm just getting faded. So, I'm texting him. I'm like, I'm at Super Bowl party. What you doing? He's like, oh, I'm home. I was like, when I come back home, I'm going to bring you a drink. How you bring a drink from a party to somebody someplace else? One drink. What do that do? So to me, I was like, that was my little flirt, and he agreed. I get back home from the Super Bowl party. It's like 12. It was like 1 in the morning. Run upstairs, hit the Felicia real quick.
Oh my God.
Real quick, hit the Felicia real quick. She don't know what's finna happen. I said, after I didn't finish the Felicia, I said, I'm home. He said, I'm gonna come pick you up right now. I said, period. Mind you, the drink was in a mini Ocean Spray bottle. The drink is like this big, right?
Right.
And I'm like, he come.
That was your key to the door.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
I gotta get in there. That was
the key to the door.
I gotta get in there.
Right.
Because you fine to me. I ran from the drink, whatever. We go to his house. It's his apartment, right? And it was like a little like these apartments had like a little downstairs like area that was like where the bedroom was at in the bathroom, and like the upstairs was like the kitchen and the living room. But he didn't have like real furniture. He just had TV, and we were like laying on the floor in his living room, watching Players Club.
Not you remembering watching Players Club.
Yes, because Players Club is iconic. Okay, I'll never forget a day I watched.
The crazy thing is, we actually quote Players Club a lot, you and I.
Like low key, low key. So we watching Players Club, and then we fall asleep. I wake up in the middle of the Players Club, and then I sexually assaulted him.
What?
I said, Did he stop me? No, he ain't stop me. He could have fucked me up. He could have punched me. I told y'all 150.
Oh my God.
He could have snapped me in half. But he didn't.
What was he?
He was actually working. He was actually like on a crazy like workout regimen. So he also had lost weight, but he wasn't as skinny as me. Cause I'm also small. Like I have a small frame. It takes like a lot for me to get like visibly like fat. Like I will feel fat. You might think I look fatter with no clothes on, but like if I have clothes on, you're not going to say like he's fat.
Right.
My frame is small. he has like a more like wider like frame. So he was bigger than me, technically. We like the same height. So after that, you know, a little happy. I stayed the rest of the night. He took me home, dropped me off, and stopped talking to me directly after that.
All right, let's back up. Let's back up.
Okay.
Let's back up.
Okay.
I said I was gonna let you not go off the rails.
But
I don't even care anymore.
me either.
So let's think about this. So he was sleeping, and you gave him head.
Now, you know, nowadays that's a cardinal sin.
Now, was that like, because you said it was, where was it, well?
It was digested.
So okay.
Because you know how I feel. We had that conversation.
We had this whole
had that
conversation. But my
conversation.
question was more so, did he turn you over and hit you with the side? Or was
No, he did like this.
He just
Like, I don't want to see it, but you feel
yo,
what you're doing.
wait. The I don't want to see it. I'm legendary for the I don't want to see it.
He said the
Wait,
I don't want to see it.
Yo, because the I don't want to see it gets you off the hook
Yup.
as the person receiving it.
Yup.
Meanwhile, you want to see it.
You want to see it, but
It's
he
happening.
did the I don't want to see it.
The
So
I don't wanna
if you
see what's
listen to this
happening right
on
now.
Apple, Spotify, or iHeart, the I don't want to see it is basically you doing something with somebody and they put their arm over their eyes, like
Because
more
they're acting like they don't want to see
because
it.
they don't really want to see it.
It's because in a sense you're uncomfortable, and it keeps you in the moment, but it also gets you off the hook as the person receiving it to just receive.
So he did the
He hit you with the I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it.
Yo, that was my favorite move.
Hey, I don't know if anybody else know about the I don't want to see it, but it's real. The I don't
It
wanna see
literally is real. So he did that in your mouth. It was ingested because we know that if you're doing it, you got to do it all the way.
I'm a strong believer.
You got to do it all
Look
the
at me
way.
in the eye when I'm talking to you. If you are a guac 3000 and you don't swallow at the end,
Then what are you doing?
go to hell.
What are you doing?
Go to hell. Because you don't know what you're doing.
Now, mind you, we put the poll up. Did
We
you see the
put
results for the
What
poll?
was the results?
It was me and you in agreement, and one other person in agreement.
Everybody else said no?
Everybody else says, and look, I worded the poll in a certain way. I did that on purpose. The words that I used were, do you have the right to not swallow?
You do have the right.
Yeah. I believe you giving me the bare minimum in life already.
Yeah, because I can't hit that. You don't
Right.
even let me hit it.
If you're, and this question was if you're only a guac guac.
If you only, all right, let's put it plain and simple. My perspective was if you only doing guac 3000, you aside, you don't do nothing else but the guac, maybe a little fradiana make out.
Unless you're with another person who's that.
If you don't swallow, something is wrong with you, and I don't mess with you. You trifling.
You need to swallow it,
You
period.
need to
Or I'm not coming over.
open it up.
You're not invited. So you did that.
Yeah.
He got his relief. And then he hit block.
We went back to sleep. The morning came around.
Wait, clearly you went back to sleep. The morning came around. Go ahead.
And he dropped me off, and then I didn't hear from him for a minute.
What's a minute?
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Was it a week? Was it a month?
No, I was.
Was it-
No, I was fully gagged because I was like hitting him up, and he was not responding.
So it was a minute.
So it was a nice little minute, maybe like a couple weeks, like maybe like 3-4 weeks, like maybe like a month.
And then when you was hitting him up, what were you hitting him up? Hey.
Why
Hey.
you making me sound like a stalker?
Well, you got me into it. You got me into it.
I was like, hey, because I was trying to guac
You was trying to do it
3000 some more. Yeah, yes, 100%.
So He just was ignoring the hey.
He was like, honestly, no. He said, he was like, I'm not down. Like, I'm not down with that type shit. Like, he was like, I'm not gay.
Which could be true.
You've been flirting with me. You've been buying me Four Locos. You've been smoking me up. You picked me up in the middle of the night. Slept on the floor with me.
You gonna get this ass.
Give me a cuddling. You let me slurp you up. And now you start talking about you not down with it? You giving mixed messages.
And then what did he respond?
Nothing. He just stopped fucking with me.
No.
And then randomly started back like talking to me. I don't remember the circumstance that he started back talking to me, but we started back talking. Now at this point, we back talking. I had a man. Mm-hmm. And this is the same instance. Remember, we talked about the same man. I did him so dirty. Once again, I'm sorry. But I had a man, and he was away in another state, and this nigga was right here.
This is why long distance relationships do not work, and they're stupid.
It depends.
It doesn't depend. It doesn't depend on anything.
Like if we've been together for 10
what if you're
years,
Cheryl Lee Ralph?
You got a new job,
and you're married to the
away,
mayor,
and I have to finish doing whatever here before I could come back home. We're married, like you.
That's not that's different. That's not really.
There's
long
different
distance.
stipulations to long distance relationships. When you in your 20s, you don't date nobody who's in a different state. If you're not married, don't date nobody who's in a different state. If you're not already in a commitment with somebody, don't do a long distance relationship because it's stupid. The intimacy is not there, and you're not able to like interact and like feel what the other person is giving you back. It's hard. It's stupid. It's just sometimes just not worth it. And my college years was very long distance relationship heavy. So, and what I do, cheat. Because you're not there.
It's stupid.
It's stupid. So he started back talking to me. And it was lit. It was lit. I'm like, now at this point, we actually fucking. We actually having sex. So I'm at one time, he's like, I'm at work. Now, rewind, I'm still so shit. Like, I'm closing all the time. I close. He's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm at work. I'm closing. He's like, come over. I said, I can't come over. I'm closing. I don't got nothing. Like, I don't got none of my stuff. Like, I didn't Felicia. He's like, I was like, I gotta go home. He's like, so go home and come back after. Like, mind you remember
Felicia?
Remember old school, how late old school retail closers used to be back in the day? Mm-hmm. You be at work till like midnight or past that, just making sure the store was closed. We close the store, I leave, drive all the way back home. I lived like an hour away at the time. I drove all the way home, Felicia, everything. Came back to his house. I was like, you're going to be asleep by the time I get there. He said, I'm going to give you the code to the door, and I'm going to leave my door unlocked. So I go down there. I go into his apartment complex, go in his house, lock the door back because I don't want nothing to happen to us while we getting freaky. Tiptoe downstairs. Wake him up. Give him guac, and we were actually really like consistently having sex with each other, like a lot. Like I was like spending the night at his apartment a couple times. Like we were in there. He would call me. We would like talk. We had like a friendship. Like honestly, if I didn't have the boyfriend in the other state, I would have love for him to be my boyfriend. Like we just got along like that. So we was chilling for a minute, but I had a boyfriend, like I said, and my boyfriend came in town. Mind you, this man, I had his ringtone on my phone as Chris Brown, no bullshit. Mm-hmm. This weekend, my boyfriend comes in town. This man calls me, and my phone is like, you already know what time it is, and what the condoms is. And he's like, whose ringtone is that? I was like, my phone. That's just my regular phone ringtone. Like, don't even worry about it. I'm like, what's up? He's like, what you doing? I'm like, nothing. I'm chilling with my friend. I'll call you later. Call him later. Now, at this point, I had recruited the boy, my side nigga, as one of the models in the fashion show that I was putting together with my friend. Mm-hmm. He's the top model. Like Tyra gave him the final picture. Like he was the number one person on the modeling team. Like best walk, most attractive, like everything. We was just like, yes, he's eating it up. Mm-hmm. So we got model rehearsal that day. We got fashion show practice. So we go to fashion show practice. Yeah. Oh. Yes, 100%. We go to fashion show practice, and my boyfriend is there. My friends are there too and I was trying my hardest not to get him to not come. I was like, you don't gotta come. Just go hang out with our other friends. Fashion show practice is boring.
Which is crazy.
You don't gotta come to fashion show practice.
Is crazy.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be directing the fashion show. Like, you don't have to come. He's like, no, I want to see you do this. I want to see you in your element.
Because he's all in. He's coming from out of state.
He's all in.
And you're like,
he was a very dedicated boyfriend. Like I probably never had a boyfriend that was so like
good
invested.
Person. He's a good person.
He to this day, like he's in as many crazy things I did to the man. He still will like comment on my story. Like, you look nice. Mm-hmm. Whatever. So that night we had fashion show practice. I'm trying to act like there's two things that happened that night. We had fashion show practice, and my homegirl was throwing tacos and tequila at her house. So we had fashion show practice. I'm trying to act natural, like this is not my boyfriend, just my friend. As soon as we get to fashion show practice, my little side piece starts stone facing in practice. Like, I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, nothing. I was like, why are you acting like that? He's like, nothing. He's like, I want to do this fashion show. I'm like, you don't want to do the fashion show? I was like, you're like our top model. Why you want to do the fashion show? He's like, I just don't. I'm like, but why? Like, can you give me a reason? He's like, no. I'm like, I had to go to the girl that I was throwing the fashion show with. I was like, he quit. She was like, why? I was like, right. I don't know. I don't really know why he quit. He said he just don't want to do it. She's like, this is crazy. Like, he's the best model that we have. I'm like, I know, but he doesn't want to do it. So he's like out of it. He's going, whatever. But that same night, I still had to go to tacos and tequila. Mm-hmm. So we go to tacos and tequila. I'm with my actual boyfriend.
He never came back.
No,
he did not do the fashion show.
He quit that fashion show. The fashion show was a dub. Mm-hmm. So we go to tacos and tequila, and we're sitting. Like, we walk in, he's there already, and he's like, I don't know, like in New York is not the same as like it is in like Atlanta and like other places where like the apartment complexes have like that bar. It'd be like a sink, a bar, and it's like almost like enclosed, like open concept with like living room type of vibe. So we're sitting at the bar, and me and the boyfriend, and he's on the other side of the bar in the kitchen, like by the sink, and we're just sitting there. I'm like, scratching my neck because I know my boyfriend is to the left of me and my side nigga is in front of me. So I'm just like, this is so messy. We sitting there and the boyfriend is like, can you pass me the tequila from like across the bar? The side nigga is like, what you said to me? He was like, I just asked you to pass me the tequila. He's like, oh, pass him the tequila. He then goes and lays on the floor in the middle of the party with his fitted over his face, and he's just laying there. Like, he's literally just laying in the middle of the floor. And now, mind you, because it's like most of our friends are girls at this point, so everybody's like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? He's like, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm the only person in this room who knows why this man is pissed.
Wow.
He stopped talking to me after that. He dubbed me after that.
Whoa.
He dubbed me after that. I want to say, I feel like that, like he dubbed me after that, but we still hooked up maybe a couple times after, because my friend, the friend who had the tacos and tequila, she was in the pageant. This might have been before. It was either before or after, but she was in the pageant and I stayed at her apartment while she was at the pageant like the day before or whatever. And he came over drunk as fuck. Like, he was like drunk as fuck. He was like, I'm gonna fuck. And I was like, okay, like, I'm at Vanessa house. I'm at house. I like, come over. And he comes over and we like fucking, but he's so drunk. Like, you ever been so, like, remember when you said you were at the party and you was like, you kept on blacking out?
Mm-hmm.
That's how he was. But imagine it from the top. He kept on blacking out like he was just laid on the floor blacking out. Mm-hmm. And it was like, mind you, I'll tell you on the side. But we was in here fucking whatever. Like, he was just, honestly, T. At this point, though, in life, he is probably a little too popular for me.
What?
He's a little too popular. He's actually like pretty popular content creator now.
Oh, you mean right now?
Yeah, right now he's like a content creator. The person he was dating was probably one of the most popular content creators out there.
Which is who?
I'm not gonna say it.
You just said.
I said. No, I'm not saying it. But just think, if you was a killer and you killed rabbits, that's all I'm gonna say.
Copy.
What's his boyfriend? And he do a lot of like bottoming stuff now.
Okay.
Obviously, don't we all?
Well,
you already know the times be changing. But yeah, that's what happened. It was cute. But it wasn't cute at the end because he actually just really stopped, and it was sad too because we were really actually just close.
Mm-hmm.
But it just ended up just not lasting that long because
I wouldn't consider it sad.
It was. At that time, I think that I was probably more into him than I was into my boyfriend because he had a little bit more of the bad boy thing. He was a little bit more. He was like in shape. I remember like
if you're listening to the podcast, I'm zipping
his
mouth.
lip. He's zipping his lip.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, I told you I was a twink, and this man like to me like I mean now my arm is probably like double the size that it used to be,
Mm-hmm.
but like his arm probably was like my size then, and I just felt so like. Like, you know, little spoon vibes. But you know, that's my gay streak.
Another gay streak.
I mean, this man, I, like honestly, like I feel like he still is pissed off at me, like low key.
No one cares. I think that like that one, and most of the ones that you've told, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember that?
Not
I was literally on a creep though. Like I wasn't really telling nobody.
Even a little bit.
I wasn't telling nobody I was creeping around with him. Because I was really trying to keep it on the low. Because I thought he was just DL. Like the fact that he's a full blown like content creator now.
Mm-hmm.
Like in a studio type vibe, like making studio like productions. It's crazy because I was literally like, oh, this man is on the low. Like, I can't say nothing.
So can I put in the
caption, in the title, what you gonna put? You ain't in trouble? Oh my God, I can get in trouble again.
Can I put in the description?
What?
No, I'm not gonna say it because you don't want me to say it.
Honestly, first of all,
every single person is going in the description.
Every single person I tell a story about be mad. This story is not even that bad.
It's not bad, but I think it's not bad at all.
I wouldn't say though. Like I think,
well, it is bad considering the person who you were dating is someone who you enjoy in real life, right?
Yes. I think so. Like, I always have remorse because I did him so dirty, and he's a great dude. But I think like. This story, like, other than that, that's not really that bad. I will say, for me, there's one thing that I have to say. Is that I think, like, for instance, the only reason why I know the man was dating the other content creator.
He's dating Fat Rabbit Killer. Can we stop? All right, go.
I don't know if they're still dating because that was a minute ago.
Or he was.
But but the only reason why I know he was dating him is because he told my friend about our mutual friend, obviously, that he was in a relationship with my favorite content creator. my favorite content creator. And I had to scroll through my timeline. Like, when did I say it? Because I might have said it on it. I had to scroll through. But he said that he was dating my favorite content creator. So that made me feel like he still feels like you bitch towards me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you
That's
look
your
like that
favorite?
because you think that is
That's
true.
your favorite?
Not anymore. Maybe a couple years back.
I could think of like 3 that I.
You want to?
I could think of a lot.
My favorite. I have. There's a couple. I think that my favorite in real life
Not in real life.
is 850.
I'm like that. I thought that was his favorite content creator.
850 is my favorite. I would.
But what do you mean real life?
Because like I think like when people know content creators, you have to like talk to them in like layman's. When people don't know them, you have to talk to them in like layman's terms. Like fat rabbit killer. But when you know content creators, you can kind of like dig deep, like be like you know this person.
Oh, you mean okay.
He knows like between him and my boo, they be like, how do you know all of this information? I'm locked in. I be watching the content creators. I know all their business, which is sad. And then sometimes I'll see something, I'll be like, I don't even know who that is, and I'll do a deep dive because I'm a deep diving ass bitch.
Don't look at what I just typed. That was a note to self. All right, bring us home. Another gay street down.
Another gay street. This one, a very, very sad story about me having to lose my side nigga. At least he didn't beat me up because he also was very ready to beat a bitch down.
All right, bring it home.
Okay.
Bring it home.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on today's episode of the Switch Theory podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Switch Theory RR. You can email us at switchtheorypodcast@gmail.com. You can find us at Switch Theory on almost all streaming platforms: iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and this has been another lovely episode of the Switch Theory podcast, hosted by Randy Cash,
Shotty Binks was about to finish his drink,
and Shotty Banks, who is finishing his drink. We love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Peace.
Switch Theory, baby! What? Culture, chaos, unfiltered.